Ever wondered why some children turn out to be confident and responsible, while others struggle with basic life skills? It's all in the parenting style. You see, the way we parent our children has a profound impact on their personality and future. It's like the artist's brush on a canvas. Each stroke shapes the final masterpiece. There are different styles of parenting, each with its own unique set of benefits and drawbacks. It's not about right or wrong, but about understanding these styles and finding the one that works best for your family. Some parents may be more authoritarian, setting strict rules and high expectations. Others may lean towards a more permissive style, giving their children freedom to learn and explore. Then there are those who strike a balance with an authoritative approach, setting boundaries, but also encouraging independence. The art of parenting is complex, diverse, and ever-changing. Let's delve deeper into these parenting styles, shall we? First up, we have the authoritarian parenting style, often known as the "because I said so" parenting. This style leaves little room for negotiation, with parents setting strict rules and maintaining high expectations for their children. There's no democracy in this parenting style. It's a monarchy with the parent firmly on the throne. In an authoritarian household, you can expect to see a clear hierarchy. The parents are the leaders and the children are expected to follow. Parents using this approach often believe that their children will learn best by following rules, and that discipline is paramount to raising responsible adults. However, it's not all marching and order in the authoritarian parenting style. There are some positives that come from this approach. For instance, children raised in such environments often develop a strong sense of discipline. They learn to respect authority, which can be a beneficial trait in many life situations, such as in school or the workplace. But like two sides of a coin, there are negatives to this approach as well. Children under authoritarian parenting may develop lower self-esteem due to the lack of freedom for self-expression and the constant pressure to meet high expectations. They might also struggle with problem-solving skills, since they're used to having decisions made for them, rather than learning to make their own choices. Moreover, these children may grow up to be more conformist, adhering strictly to rules and regulations rather than thinking outside the box. This could potentially limit their creativity and hinder their ability to adapt in an ever-changing world. It's important to remember that every child is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. While the authoritarian style may instill discipline and respect for authority, it may also stifle a child's individuality and problem-solving capabilities. So, as we navigate the often turbulent waters of parenting, we must ask ourselves if the authoritarian approach is truly the best way to raise our children in this day and age. It's a tough love approach, but is it the best way to raise children in 2023? Next, we have the permissive parenting style, also known as the anything goes parenting. This is the parenting equivalent of being a friend rather than an authority figure to your children. Permissive parents tend to set few rules, if any, and are often seen as indulgent, allowing their children a wide berth of freedom in their choices and behavior. Characteristically, permissive parents often avoid confrontation and prefer to take a back seat in their children's lives. They rarely enforce discipline and tend to be lenient, even in situations that may require a firmer hand. The reasoning behind this approach is often a desire to foster a close, friendly relationship with their children, or sometimes due to a lack of energy or patience to enforce rules consistently. While this parenting style may seem appealing due to its relaxed nature, it's important to consider the potential impacts on children. On the positive side, permissive parenting can foster creativity and independence in children. Since they have fewer restrictions, children can freely explore their interests and develop their individuality. However, this lack of structure and discipline can also lead to negative consequences. Children raised in a permissive environment may struggle with self-control and have difficulty following rules. They might display poor social skills, having been accustomed to getting their own way most of the time. Furthermore, without experiencing the natural consequences of their actions, they may struggle to understand the concept of responsibility. In the long run, permissive parenting may not adequately prepare children for the realities of the world, where rules, discipline, and responsibility are integral parts of life. The world doesn't operate on an anything goes principle, and it's important for children to learn this early on. It's a laid-back approach, but does it prepare children for the real world? Lastly, we have the authoritative parenting style, often called the just right parenting. This style is marked by a healthy blend of rules and freedom, akin to a well-prepared recipe, where the ingredients are measured just right, not too much, not too less. Authoritative parents lay down a clear set of rules, but they also ensure that these rules are not stifling the child's individuality. They are firm, but not rigid. They are understanding, but not lenient. They set expectations, but also provide the support and tools the child needs to meet those expectations. Open communication is another key characteristic of this style. Authoritative parents encourage their children to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or punishment. They provide guidance when necessary, but they also respect their children's opinions and decisions. They foster an environment where children feel safe to explore, make mistakes, and learn from them. But what are the impacts of this parenting style on children? On the positive side, children raised by authoritative parents tend to develop strong self-confidence and good social skills. They are often self-reliant, responsible, and well-adjusted. They are not afraid to take on challenges, and they have a healthy attitude towards success and failure. On the flip side, however, there can be potential negatives. Some children may feel the pressure to perform up to their parents' high expectations, which can lead to stress and fear of failure. Others may struggle with the balance between independence and the need for parental guidance. In the words of psychologist Deanna Baumrin, who first identified the authoritative parenting style, children who perceive that their parents care about them and are responsive to their needs, but also have high expectations and rules for behavior, tend to have higher self-esteem and better mental health. So while the authoritative style is often lauded for its balanced approach, it's essential to remember that there is no one-size-fits-all in parenting. It's a balanced approach, but is it too good to be true? So what's the best parenting style in 2023, you may ask? Well, there's no definitive answer to that question. In the complex world of parenting, there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one family might not work for another. Every child is unique, with their own set of strengths, weaknesses, and needs. Therefore, the best parenting style is one that is adaptable and responsive to your child's individual needs. Consider the different parenting styles we've discussed earlier. Each has its merits and its pitfalls. The key lies in combining elements from each style, creating a balanced approach that fosters a healthy and nurturing environment for your child to grow and thrive. It's like cooking a meal. You wouldn't just use one ingredient, would you? You mix and match, adding a pinch of this and a dash of that until you get the perfect recipe. The same principle applies to parenting. Here are a few key ingredients that are crucial in this recipe. Love, without a doubt, is the primary ingredient. It's the foundation upon which all other elements are built. Show your child unconditional love, and they'll learn to love themselves and others. Understanding is another crucial ingredient. Seek to understand your child's feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. This will help you guide them better and foster stronger relationships. Consistency is the third ingredient. Be consistent with your rules, expectations, and consequences. This creates a stable environment where your child knows what to expect, making them feel safe and secure. And lastly, adaptability. Be flexible and willing to adjust your parenting style as your child grows and their needs change. Remember, parenting isn't about control, it's about guidance. In conclusion, the best parenting style in 2023 is not a singular approach, but rather a blend of love, understanding, consistency, and adaptability tailored to your child's unique needs. Remember, the best parenting style is the one that works for you and your child. In conclusion, your parenting style can greatly impact your child's future. We've journeyed through the landscape of parenting styles: authoritarian, permissive, and authoritative. Each style, with its unique strengths and weaknesses, shapes our children in different ways. Authoritarian parenting may instill discipline but can risk stifling creativity. Permissive parenting, on the other hand, might cultivate a free spirit, but can sometimes lead to a lack of structure. The authoritative style seems to strike a balance, encouraging independence while setting clear boundaries. But remember, no style is perfect, and the best approach often involves adapting to your child's unique needs and circumstances. In the end, the goal is to guide our children towards becoming well-rounded individuals. As the Bible says in Proverbs 22:6, "Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." So choose your parenting style wisely.